An hour drive from Cam Ranh International Airport, a 30-minute flight from Ho Chi Minh City, Ninh Thuận is located among the biggest tourist centers in the country, which is Nha Trang, Phan Thiết, Đà Lạt. The province is one of several localities in Vietnam that can be reached by air, roads, sea, and rail. This is also the gateway from the southern provinces and southeast key economic zones to the central provinces, with Central Highlands and vice versa. In the Vietnam Maritime Strategy, Ninh Thuận can become an economic hub of the South Central region and Central Highlands.
Ninh Thuận có một cái sự riêng có và rất khác biệt, không ở đâu có ở Việt Nam cả. Có thể mình nói nôm na thì nó có thể nó như là một cái trung đông thu nhỏ ở Việt Nam, cái điều kiện đấy. Và tất cả những cái mà khác biệt đấy thì nó đang trở thành một cái lợi thế cho tỉnh và cho các nhà đầu tư. Ví dụ như là có thể trở thành một cái trung tâm du lịch cao cấp của cả nước, có thể trở thành một cái trung tâm năng lượng tái tạo của cả nước, có trở thành một cái vùng nông nghiệp hữu cơ. 10 năm qua, Ninh Thuận đã trỗi dậy một cách rất ấn tượng và rất ngoạn mục. Và để làm được những điều như đó thì phải nói trước hết là từ cái khát vọng và ý chí của người dân Ninh Thuận.
Despite its great potential, in the past, Ninh Thuận was a poor province, but now everything has changed. Ninh Thuận has a dream, an aspiration, a new development strategy to reach new heights and being determined to move forward without looking back. The province has a new approach, a new way of thinking for fast and sustainable growth, being able to receive new values from the international integration and globalization. Therefore, there must be a visionary strategy which includes competitiveness and breakthroughs, a clear and methodical planning to create a completely new growth path for the province. Thereby, investors will find opportunities to shoulder with Ninh Thuận to turn dreams and aspirations into reality. With this vision, Ninh Thuận is the first province in the country to hire Monitor Group of the US and Arab of England to develop a socio-economic development strategy and master plan until 2020 with a vision to 2030. Ninh Thuận master plan is based on a strategic thinking, competition to become the best, competition to become second to none. This has been considered as a role model for other localities of Vietnam by Professor Michael Porter of Harvard Business School. According to the master plan approved by the Prime Minister, Ninh Thuận will develop based on 6 key economic sectors: clean energy, tourism, agroforestry and fisheries, manufacturing and processing, education and training, real estate business. In the new development strategy, these are spearhead industries of Ninh Thuận and other trends that many countries in the world have chosen. According to the government's Resolution 115, approving the policy to turn Ninh Thuận province into the nation's renewable energy center and adding Bình Tiên, Vĩnh Hy, and Ca Ná, Mũi Dinh tourist sites to the list of national tourist centers included in the master plan on development of Vietnam's tourism through 2020 with a vision toward 2030. To become a center for national and regional high-quality tourism in the largest clean and renewable energy production center in the country, Ninh Thuận has reorganized development strategy. Accordingly, the entire coastal area from Ca Ná to Bình Tiên is dedicated to high-class and large-scale resorts development. The southern region for industrial development, which the centers are Phước Nam Industrial Park and Ca Ná Industrial Park, is attached with Ca Ná Deep Water Port to receive ships of over 300,000 DWT. And the Delta region is devoted to urban development, services and trade. Ninh Thuận has great potential for wind and solar energy power. With the nation's highest average wind speed of 7.5 meters per second within 10 months of the year, Ninh Thuận currently has 5 plant area stretching for 105 kilometers for wind power production with a total capacity of 2,500 megawatts. Ninh Thuận coastal area has huge potential for offshore wind power generation with a total estimated capacity of over 5,000 megawatts. With an average 2,800 hours of sunshine per year and the average solar radiation of over 230 kilocalorie per square centimeter, Ninh Thuận tops the nation in solar power generation with a total capacity of nearly 8,500 megawatts. In Cana's General Port area, a liquefied natural gas power complex which has been planned with a total capacity of up to 7,500 megawatts is being registered by domestic and foreign strategic investors. In addition, Ninh Thuận is cooperating with Vietnam Electricity Group to speed up the implementation of the country's first pumped storage hydropower plant with a total capacity of 1,200 megawatts. As such, solar, wind, gas, and pumped storage hydroelectricity will make Ninh Thuận the nation's largest renewable and clean energy center with a total capacity of up to 18,000 megawatts, accounting for nearly one-third of Vietnam's current power generation capacity. Ninh Thuận also owns one of the most beautiful bays in Vietnam, which are Vĩnh Hy and Bình Sơn, Ninh Chu. The coastal road connecting Nha Trang with Ninh Thuận, Bình Thuận has brought to the world the 105-kilometer coastal strip with primeval forest, unique pristine beaches, coral reefs, and upwelling areas. With its year-round sunshine, mild climate, and unaffected by storms and tsunamis. Here, it is possible to build distinct, highly competitive resorts offering high-end sailing, air and water sports, wine tourism, or cultural tourism associated with Cham vestiges and unique traditional handicraft villages. Coastal urban areas, marine parks, and high-class resorts in Ninh Thuận will make Ninh Thuận a high-quality, rustic, unique, classy, pristine tourism destination. The venue where major sporting and cultural events can be organized. Ninh Thuận is aiming to become one of the 7 key national tourism sites. The Amanoid Resort, one of the 33 most beautiful resorts in the world, along with the beautiful coastal roads, are the proof of how determined the people of Ninh Thuận are in order to turn their dreams into reality.
That was 2007. At that time, I think nobody had heard of Ninh Thuận outside the country, and certainly no one had heard of Ninh Thuận as a tourism destination. But to then have it on the front page of the CNN website was a really powerful achievement. And now if you think forward to today, and if you think forward to some of the investment that's coming into Ninh Thuận today, it's much larger investment, focusing, for example, the Crystal Bay hotel development, which is $150 million US in terms of the size, much larger investment.
Apart from the 2 pillars of energy and tourism, Ninh Thuận, with a new strategic thinking, is taking the existing advantages to participate in the global distribution chain in which priority is given to the development of industries associated with marine economy and deep water ports. The Ghana Deep Water Port, which is under construction, can receive ships of up to 300,000 DWT. In addition, the agriculture sector will also be restructured to develop high-tech agriculture areas with typical products of Ninh Thuận province, prioritizing the processing industry of shrimp, cashew nut, meat, and highly competitive agricultural products. Along with the construction of wineries for the establishment of eco-tourism sites. In order to achieve the ambitious goals from the existing advantages, Ninh Thuận needs well-trained workforce of international standards. Currently, Ninh Thuận is calling for investment in building an international standard training institution for 5,000 students. To further implement the strategy, Ninh Thuận has focused on administrative reform, improving the investment environment and the Provincial Competitiveness Index. According to Monitor Consulting, Ninh Thuận is the first province in Vietnam to establish and put into operation the Economic Development Office, which is similar to the Economic Development Board of Singapore. In 2019, Ninh Thuận has also put into operation the Center for Public Administration, aiming to create the most favorable conditions for investors and enterprises to complete investment and business procedures in Ninh Thuận.
Vừa qua, thì nhiều nhà đầu tư trong và ngoài nước đã thành công ở một số lĩnh vực trụ cột của tỉnh như là năng lượng tái tạo, năng lượng gió, năng lượng mặt trời, đầu tư vào lĩnh vực du lịch cao cấp, rồi nông nghiệp công nghệ cao và đầu tư vào lĩnh vực bất động sản. Điều đó chứng tỏ là tỉnh Ninh Thuận cũng đã khai thác được cái tiềm năng, cái lợi thế của mình. Sắp tới thì để thu hút và tạo điều kiện cho nhà đầu tư tốt hơn thì tỉnh sẽ làm tốt cái công tác quy hoạch, cắt giảm các cái thủ tục hành chính để là tạo điều kiện cho nhà đầu tư thuận lợi vào địa bàn của tỉnh. Tỉnh Ninh Thuận cũng luôn luôn đồng hành và coi cái sự thành công của nhà đầu tư cũng chính là cái sự thành công của tỉnh.
In the world, many countries experience more difficult climates and conditions than Ninh Thuận does. But when there is a new vision, a new development strategy, together with dynamic people, those countries have become ideal investment location, world-famous tourism destination, and successful economies. For Ninh Thuận, the province is aspirational and is implementing an ambitious development strategy based on the thought of competition to become the best, competition to become second to none, so as to turn Ninh Thuận into such a famous place.
Chúng tôi đã và đang hiện thực hóa cái ước mơ và khát vọng của tỉnh Ninh Thuận. Chúng tôi chọn một con đường đi riêng biệt dựa trên tiềm năng lợi thế của mình. Chúng tôi luôn đồng hành và tạo điều kiện các cơ hội cho doanh nghiệp phát triển. Chúng tôi quan niệm rằng doanh nghiệp phát triển cũng chính là sự phát triển của tỉnh. Chúng tôi luôn mong muốn các doanh nghiệp, các doanh nhân sẽ tiếp tục đến với tỉnh Ninh Thuận để cùng phát triển thành công và thịnh vượng.
With the unique potentials that Ninh Thuận has, with the bold vision and a new development strategy, along with the friendliness and unique culture, the people of Ninh Thuận are aspirational on the path to prosperity. Investors will find new and attractive investment opportunities in Ninh Thuận. Let's dream the dream of Ninh Thuận. Let's join hands to turn Ninh Thuận development strategy into reality. Ninh Thuận welcomes you.